Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I will be covering a few things that I wish somebody would have told me while I was joining my college. You won't believe me, but I spent around 1.5 years, or I can say half of my college life, in just understanding that what should I focus on, whom should I be approaching, how should I be approaching. So today I will make sure that by the end of this video, you are clear with almost everything that one should know before joining their college. A small background about myself. I'm Anshika Bhatt. I did BCom Honors from Daulat Ram College. It's in North Campus, if you're not aware about it. And after that, I directly got into a role of an analyst through campus placement in an IT consulting company. And the content that I make on this channel revolves around my background only. So do subscribe and like. Now let's get straight into it. There are around 8 to 9 points which will cover everything that I want to convey to you. Let's start. Point 1. Networking is everything. You are allotted one single college, but there are around 30 plus colleges in Delhi University. And you have one thing common with all the students of these colleges, that you all belong to DU. So don't restrict yourself to just your college. Interact with people in other colleges as well. Make friends, just say hi, reach out to them. Mostly people respond back very politely. And these networks are going to help you a lot in your entire journey and even after your college will end. In fact, don't restrict yourself to your stream only. You won't believe, I meet friends with people from the arts background and their ideology was just mind blowing. What beautiful thoughts, and it just helped me to broaden my perspective about the world. It helped me to grow. So I was in Daulat Ram and I had KMC, Hindu, Hansraj, SRCC, all these colleges around me. Being from commerce background, of course I always wanted to go into SRCC, but it's fine, I got into the college adjacent to SRCC. But I did talk to people in that college. I try to understand how things in our college are different from theirs, and how can I kind of learn and also understand what they are learning, and maybe what opportunities I'm missing here in my college. And how you'll understand, how you'll know them when you'll talk to people who are experiencing that particular thing. So I had friends in SRCC, Hansraj, Hindu, and their views, their perspectives, they were really helpful for me. So don't restrict yourself to your college, don't restrict yourself to your stream. Talk to people, make friends. Second, no, let me just add one more thing to the previous point. Now when I'm saying that interact with people from all other colleges, don't kind of disrespect the people of your college. Don't think that they are inferior. Give them equal importance. It's not about prioritizing one above the other. It is about prioritizing one along with these other people as well. Right? So this is what I'm saying, that focus, like make connections in your college itself and go beyond your college and beyond your stream as well. And trust me, like in your second year when you'll be looking for internships, placements, and you will be exploring your interests, these people will genuinely help you. Point 2. Keep your confidence high. When we enter a new environment, it does happen that our mind subconsciously tells us that you're not fitting in well, you don't belong to this place, that the people here are so much better than you. Tell your mind to stop. Every person is fighting the same battle. Don't pull yourself down. Keep your spirits high. Put in equal efforts. Even if nobody is believing in you, you believe in yourself. Because kind of that nervousness acts as a major obstacle in majority of the things that you're trying to do. Nobody is judging you there. Nobody will be after your life if you'll do something wrong. And if you haven't done anything, why are you underconfident? You need to keep your confidence high. Because when I ended my college, because I was coming from a small town, that thought used to linger in my mind that maybe I'm not fitting in well here, maybe these people I cannot connect with them. But things take time. I made this judgment in my first week itself. I did not even know their names, and I already had these thoughts in my brain. Protect yourself from such thoughts and give yourself a month's time, and I think 2 months time, to at least understand the people and then form judgment about them and about yourself as well. So this is the second thing, that you need to hold on to your confidence. 3. Explore societies. So what happened with me? When I joined my college, I was so occupied managing my accommodation, where I'll be living, how I will be living, that I missed the registration of half of the societies I wanted to join, actually badly wanted to join, because I wasn't even aware that when the registration opened and when they got closed. What you need to do, societies like start the recruitment in the first 2 to 3 months of your first year, right? I won't even say 2 to 3, it's just the first and the second month they wrap up everything. So do some research before entering the college, that okay, these are your interests, you want to go into consulting, because I'm from a commerce background, so that's where my brain goes. Maybe you want to join some consulting society, some economic society, some dance society, debating society. Study about them, just have an idea that in my college these societies are there, these are doing really well. How you'll know about these societies? Connect with your seniors on LinkedIn. Drop a small message that I am joining this college on this date. What are few things that you might want me to take care of? What are some active societies of our college? Text 15 to 16 of them. At least one will reply. That one will be enough for you to give you a good idea about what's happening in your college. So prepare yourself that where you want to go, which are societies you want to join, so that when you come, you're not wasting your time that okay, should I register, should I not? You're already aware about them. What you need to do is just fill that small form, right? So keep a track of all these things, because eventually then you will just regret, nothing more than that. Secondly, even if you've missed anything, go and reach out to the core team of that society. Message them on Instagram, message them on LinkedIn, meet them in person. I'll share an example with you. I missed the registration of the debating society. I was in my hometown, or I was dealing with some personal issue. I came back, I saw that the third round was going on. GD was done, group discussion was done, form shortlisting was done, third round was going on. That was in-person debating interviews. It was happening in front of me in Rangshala. That's in DRC people will know. I went there. I felt so bad that how did I miss this? But I did not stop there. I just thought, let me go. I could see the president sitting in front of me. Let me go and just request her that please give me a chance to be a part of the society. What will happen? She'll reject me? Fine. I have nothing to lose. But in case she agrees, I have a lot to gain. I went to her, I told her that due to this reason I could not fill the form. I was absent in the first 2 rounds. Please can you take my interview and give me a chance to participate in this process? She asked me a few questions and she was like, okay, let's do it right now. I wasn't prepared, but again, it was a golden opportunity for me. She began the interview. She had a few questions. We just had a very quick debating round only, I can say, a very quick Q&A, where she was contradicting me. I had to stand by my opinions. I had to justify my thoughts, and I got selected. Although I wasn't much active in the society, but I got selected only because I gathered the guts to reach out to her. So do reach out to people, because eventually everyone is a human, right? Like maybe after a year or two you will also join the core teams, and if somebody will approach you, you might give them a chance that okay, that person is interested, let's go ahead with the interview. Let's at least give that person a chance. So they are also humans. Just go and reach out. That's it. Societies are important. Second thing that you need to take care in this particular point only, understand if there are societies like at national level, like at India level, or maybe at DU level, that like people from any DU college can join that society. try and like join those societies as well, because kind of they just give you even bigger chances to grow and explore, right? So this will be one more thing that I'll tell you, that don't again restrict yourself to the societies particularly associated to your college. Go beyond them as well. This is the third thing. Fourth thing, societies are important, but they are not everything. When I sat for my campus placement, I realized that they were not giving much importance to my society experience. They were more curious to know about my competitions, my case competitions, about my internships, about my skills. I won't say they completely neglected it, but at the same time, like I got this sense that they are not like, for them, for me society was a very big thing, that oh, I was a chairperson here, I was a vice president here, but for them it was like okay, fine, it's not a big deal for them. So participate in case competitions, like go and contribute in life projects, go and contribute in research projects, do internships. Internships are like those golden stars that will catch everybody's attention on your CV. You need to do these four things. Now for case competition, actually for all these four things you should be well aware about Unstop. If you don't know how to use Unstop, I'll make a video. Let me know in the comment section if you need such a video or not. It's free of cost. You have so many opportunities there. You just need to apply, participate, and then you have something really credible to show on your CV. So this is one thing. Now yes, point 5 is explore Unstop. It is really great. You have competition from all across India, from IIMs, from various organizations as well, L'Oreal, Asian Paints. So go participate in those competitions, apply for internships, apply for jobs if you're in your final year. It is an amazing platform. Also have a proper profile on LinkedIn in your first year itself, and keep on updating it. You need to maintain, like you need to be active on LinkedIn as well as on Unstop. Sixth is, if you're from consulting or research background, work on research projects, reach out to people on LinkedIn. If somebody is working on research project, go and talk to them, that how did you do it, can you help me also, assist me also. Go and talk to economic teachers even if you don't know them. So whosoever is from DO, you know that you need to select one general elective subject, right? That is not your core subject. I selected economics because we don't have economics in our BCom curriculum. Now that economics teacher, I just randomly reached out to her and I was like that, ma'am, I want to work on a research project. I don't know where to start. I don't have like connections in the economics background. Can you help me? She did not reply for a month, but she had that thing in her mind, because after a month she came to me and she was like, I'll connect you with this professor of mine. He wants somebody to participate in one research project that too of NABARD, and I have given your name. I felt so happy because that professor, like I made such good connections with him while working on that project, that even today if any good opportunity comes to him, he forwards that to me as well, that do you want to participate in it. So that is how you form connections. You reach out to people, they help you, you prove yourself, and that is how people help you. Opportunities will not come to you. You will have to go knock the door, and maybe you'll knock 10 doors, 3 to 4 will answer, and those 4 doors are enough for you to make a difference. So do put in efforts in your first and your second year, because third year is very much occupied with placements and a lot of things, right? So in your first and second year, ensure you have one, like you have participated in good number, like in good case competitions. You have worked on some research project at least. So just focus on these things. Point 7, internships and skill building. Very, very important. In the starting, you can do 1 or 2 unpaid internship, but after that, ensure you're doing such an internship that actually adds value and also pays you, right? Don't don't just provide labor to people free of cost. Ensure two things. First is, it should help you to learn. If it is helping you to learn, to grow, fine, you can do it free of cost as well. But it is something that is not helping you in any way but is occupying around like your entire day, you should ask for compensation, right? So maybe to start with, you do one or two unpaid internship, but after that, look for good internships. uh, Reach out to people on LinkedIn, like especially for consulting, we have the big four. Reach out to them, maybe they'll respond. Have a good CV, share your CV with them. Reach out to your seniors, they can connect you with people. There are many startups who onboard interns from DU colleges. So reach out to these people and do some really good internships. Second is skill building. If possible, get certification in skills like data analysis, Microsoft Excel, other tools of Microsoft Office, especially PowerPoint, and have some understanding of AI, because AI is the world right now. So like, have these high value skills and you will understand their importance when you will sit on your placement, and these key terms on your CV will ensure that you get shortlisted in every recruitment or every process you're going through. This is the most important thing. And like, after third year, you don't have enough time to do these certifications and invest time in learning. Like, you do have time, but in case if you join a job or you need to work for around 10 to 11 hours, so you don't have the energy to work on these things. So ensure that you're really build these high value skills by your second year, and try to get good certification. Google, Microsoft, McKinsey, Bain, they also have their courses. PwC also have their courses. Try to like complete these courses, have these certifications. They make a very huge difference in your CV. I'll just kind of wrap it up, concluding the entire thing, that what are the things that we have talked about: networking, confidence, societies, competitions, research and internships, and skills, right? So these are the main key terms that we talked about. If any of the term is not clicking in your brain, just watch the video again, that one particular part, because all of these are very crucial for all the students. So yes, let's get a head start on all of these, and I wish you all the best for an amazing college experience. So with this, we'll wrap this video. If you have any doubts, any comments, do let me know in the comment section, and see you in the next video. Bye.